function of the mechanic. So there's literally no pressure.
Absolutely. Like I said, I just picked this game up again. You know, the Sparking Zero hype. Why not?
Mm-hmm. All right, so since we're going to be covering basics and potentially going into some advanced stuff, who are the characters that you personally like to use so far?
Um, I've been playing with A and Goku a lot in his base form.
Okay, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I go with him. Um, I kind of like Gohan.
Super Saiyan
Yeah,
2, it's
yeah,
also
Super
a good
Saiyan 2.
pick.
And for the third one, I've been playing that play with. I usually pick Ultimate Gohan too, but I kind of like, yeah,
Ah, Super
the
Saiyan
dual
4
control.
Vegeta, that is also a good
Most
pick.
definitely.
Alright, so the format for online net play is 3v3. So it's up to you if you want to take three characters, but if you want to take five, since we're just starting out and you're learning how the game functions, we can do five characters.
For sure. Where's Trunks? Where's Trunks? I pass up Trunks. There he is. And my last one will be Majin Buu.
Ah, Kid Buu.
Yeah,
You got
Kid
a
Buu.
pretty
I'm a
decent
Kid Buu
team here. So
fan.
you got like, I would say one lower mid tier, like a low high tier, and then three high tiers. This is not bad. It's always good to choose high tiers most of the time in order for anybody to get a decent understanding of how the game works, and then after that, you can start diving into other characters because other characters cannot always be treated like a high tier. You do need to treat them differently.
Most definitely. I've been hearing a lot about how unbalanced the games are gonna be. Like for Sparking Zero coming out, it's been
Yeah,
limited.
unfortunately, right now it seems like it's going to be Omega broken, but I'm choosing to
Yeah.
stay optimistic and see what happens there.
Okay.
Alright, so in terms of combos, what do you know so far?
I know his the that's the heavy finish right there, right?
Yep.
So I kind of like. Well, I don't know these name for name, but that's what I'll do. I'll then.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily need to know them by name, but all of these
Okay.
attacks are all in the skill list. You can find them
Yeah,
right
the
here.
best
So in Goku's
techniques.
case, heavy finish, and then Ki Cannon, flying kick, heavy finish. What you used on me a moment ago was ground slash. This is triangle
Ground
and
slash.
down.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was this. And then, of course, if you want the lift strike, you can do this.
Yeah, that's what I do too. So I'll do the lift kick into the heavy finish, and
There
then
you
I'll do
go.
the ki cannon probably. But I'm not 100% like got the muscle memory yet down.
Oh, that's totally fine. Like, there are a lot of people in the world who are, like, born with muscle memory, and I'm sure if you're. How familiar are you with the actual FGC and, like, fighting game professionals?
I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to get into, like with Arena Fighter as well. Like I've I've done really good in Storm, but I know Connections is not like it's nowhere near like Budokai, the Arena Fighter that it's in it by itself.
Mm-hmm. How familiar are you with the name Sonic Fox?
Sonic, not at all.
Okay, so Sonic Fox is one of the most renowned FGC players in the entire community. And where I was going with that was is he's probably one of the few in the world that we know who have been like born with great muscle memory or just good memory in general. I would also say that I'm one of those people, which I've been using for mainly arena fighters because I haven't dabbled a whole lot in 2D fighters yet. But where I'm going with this is that you don't if you even if you're not born with it, you can still develop it and everyone learns at different speeds, so it just really depends on how much time you can put into the game, how much you can devote to a specific thing and then how fast your brain and your hands catch up to speed with everything. Understand?
Okay, yeah, that's understandable. The more playtime you put into it, the better you're gonna get at it.
Exactly. Practice makes perfect.
But
Okay,
knowing,
so
sorry to cut
no,
you
go
off,
ahead.
but like knowing the like thing that you most need to get better at, and practicing that will get you even better at honing your skills, basically.
Absolutely. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna cover is I'm gonna cover combos with you because that's like the easiest thing. We can do movement afterwards. So you're aware of what the step-in barrier is?
Yeah, it's like a little circle you get in. You
Yeah,
can do that,
so
and then
when you're in the circle, you drift really slowly like this, and once you're out of the circle, you can like move
gotcha,
around like this. So that's
gotcha.
one thing to keep in mind when you're in close quarters because part of comboing is this,
Mm, okay,
making sure that you know how to do the step in and then the sway. So this is, yep,
gotcha.
you could do that because
I
if,
do
go
my
ahead.
X triangle.
Yeah. The reason why I wanted to point that out is because it is technically part of comboing. Because most of the time, if let's say your opponent starts punching you, you could easily like if you start punching me from there, I can just do this and instantly go for a heavy finish. And because it's a chargeable attack, you won't actually knock me out of it unless you happen to do a body strike like you did a moment ago. The body strike, by
Okay,
the way, is this one down here. It's when you just do a level 1 charge smash like that.
okay.
Okay, so for combos, in Goku's case, he has Heavy Finish, Ki Cannon, Flying Kick, and Heavy Finish. And the first thing I want to tell you about is Momentum. Do you know what Momentum in this game is?
I do not.
So, in Tenkaichi 2, are you familiar with Tenkaichi 2 at all?
Like I said, I was pretty young when these games came out, so I played like I wasn't on the competitive level at all. Like it was
Oh, that's
mostly
okay.
everything
It's
was
not really a
fun.
competitive level. It's this is just like super basic level. The reason I'm bringing that up is because do you remember the radar that used to sit in the bottom right hand corner of the screen?
Okay, yeah, yeah, I
So
kind of
that
remember that.
radar had a meter that was on the right side of it called the charge meter. And when that meter was flashing, basically it was your indicator of being at peak momentum. Your attacks would be able to charge a lot faster, whether they're chargeable or just your rushing attacks, basically. And in this game, that was removed. So the only way to figure out how your momentum functions in this game is to determine what kind of character that you're using because every character has a different amount of charge that they require in order to meet their maximum charge. For example, if I hold my forward smash like this, you can see how long that takes. But if I
Mm.
start punching you and then I start charging a smash again, see how much faster that charge up?
Yeah, you got momentum, so it's start.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
So this
Fair enough.
applies not just to body strike attacks, but it also applies to rushing techniques that are chargeable. In example, the heavy finish, the Ki cannon, ground slash, lift strike, and it also does apply to characters that have the other version of the Ki cannon, which is blaster wave. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is because there are some characters in the game that, if they're a high momentum character, I guess we could switch to Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
How do you switch right away? I'm on Gohan.
Try moving your right stick up or down. There you go.
Got you, got you.
And then if you're on the pre-config, it should be
Huh?
L3, R3. There you go. So, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is a high momentum character. And of course, Ki Cannon with him is unblockable even in his first chain, which is a good thing. This is one of the reasons why he's a high tier. It's because you don't have to build up momentum in order to use that attack. But if I were to start building up momentum by punching you, building up all my momentum here, and then I use Ki Cannon again, I end up
Okay.
pushing you back even if I don't charge it up. That's just from tapping Ki Cannon. So what you need to make sure of is find out which of your characters have high momentum and which of them don't. And the easiest way to find that out actually is how long it takes for your character to charge up a smash. So I'm going to do something really quick.
Okay.
You see how fast it takes to charge up, right?
Yeah. Real fast.
I started flashing at this point during my charge up for my wind up here, and any character that charges up their smash or starts getting the white flashing indication that quickly is your indication that they are a high momentum character. So that's the best and easiest way, in my opinion, to decipher whether or not your character is high momentum, because currently there isn't a list available for who's high momentum and who isn't, or at least I don't think that there is. I can look around and see if there is one, and if there isn't, I'll make one myself. But the reason why that's relevant is because some characters, let's go back to Goku End, by the way. Some characters like Goku End, who are low momentum, even if you're punching a bunch with him and you're at peak momentum, you can still use an uncharged Ki cannon at peak momentum and it will not break the combo. Break the combo in the sense that it will not knock you back so far. Yeah, that's the one.
This right here.
Yep, that's Super Saiyan Goku. And then if you want, you can press R3 and down to revert to base form. There you go. So in Goku's case, that should be blockable in first chain. If you want, once I start punching you, just hold block, okay?
Okay. Oh,
Yep, so see, that's blockable in his first chain. That means he's a low momentum character, and also his rush is not that great.
Build his momentum up, that will break the block, basically.
Yeah, so if I were to start building up momentum instead, let me just punch you a couple of times. Okay, so now once I start punching you, just hold block. See how much faster that was?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, so once you have a lot of momentum built up, then it's actually more accessible for even your low momentum character in order to start using moves like Ki Cannon and Blaster Wave. The only character that comes to mind, for example, for the Blaster Wave at the moment is Base Broly, because his Blaster Wave is probably the worst one in the entire game. And even if you're at peak momentum with him, it still won't matter. But I think if you're Super Saiyan Broly, you probably might be able to use it in the first combo. I'm not too sure, but we won't cover that right now. So back to combos. What you want to focus on with Goku End, first of all, do you know how to do the second string combo?
Is it where you... Oh,
So that's one way to access it, by doing a body strike, because this automatically puts you into the second string. But what I want you to do is do 5 squares and then X square. There you go. That's called the second string. And now keep in mind that when you're doing this, you can do down and you can also do up.
Okay.
So for Goku, I'm kind of conflicted. Should I ask you? Yeah, I guess I can ask you this now. Is there any kind of playstyle that you're hoping to achieve in particular, or do you just want to get used to Tenkaichi 3 in order to prepare for Sparking Zero?
Yeah, the second part for preparation, but like then again, I'm here to get a professional player's opinion about competitive play towards the game. I assume like competitive tactics and strategies to win the game at the end of the day, because I'm a very competitive player myself in every game I play.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, this is just one I want to get into a little bit more.
Okay, so I guess now is a great time to ask this question. Irregardless of how good or how well Sparking Zero performs in terms of gameplay, do you still plan to play this game at a competitive level or play it at all?
Most definitely, because I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. I've been waiting for them to remake this game. I played this as a kid, but me and my friends always talk about it. But now that I've gotten a PC, I have access to things like this. Like I'm just able to play it and get into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan now, I'll tell you that.
Okay, so that makes things a lot easier for me, knowing that you do want to eventually go for a competitive style. The only other thing I need to ask you is, do you want to stick with your characters or no?
In terms of like mains
Yes.
in the game?
Because the reason why I'm asking that question, sorry to cut you off. The reason why I'm asking that is because, first of all, I can use everyone in the game, and the great majority of mid-tiers I can actually use at a competitive level. And the character we both have out right now, Goku End Base, is actually one of my favorite characters to use. He's not like a main, it's just one character that I like to use very often, even though I don't use him like I would Majin Vegeta or Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Ultimate Gohan. He's not considered a competitive character by any means, but using this character in competitive, you would need to improve your defense first and prioritize defense in a competitive match over offensive play.
Wow, Okay. Yeah, so defense makes a good offense, most definitely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Especially for Goku.
That's
Okay,
why
I
I have
see
in my
that.
Discord bio that a good defense is the best
Yeah, I seen
offense.
that. Absolutely. Good trademark. Oh
Okay,
man.
so instead of combos, actually, because key blasts are such a vital part of competitive play, I think we will cover key blasts. I'm just wondering if we should do it with this character.
Yeah,
Actually, you
but
know
one
what?
sorry to cut you off,
Go
but
ahead.
one in particular character I really want to main and I stuff like that's gonna be my main is Kid Buu. Like,
Yeah, Kid Buu will be a lot faster for you.
I'm
So
excited,
I
bro.
think what we should do is we'll cover all the basics of movement and combos first because Kid Buu is faster than Goku End obviously. And then
Yeah.
after that, if we happen to not cover it in this session, I can always cover it for you in the next session. Right now, I just want to give you like the basic fundamentals for a character like Goku, and then we'll probably switch to base Trunks after that, and then after that we can move to a faster character like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Kid Buu. All right, so what I
Okay.
wanted to teach you about Ki Blast is there are three different types of Ki Blast. So the first one is neutral. Neutral meaning like you're in this stance right now. I can just shoot like a bunch of Ki Blasts here. My total is
Okay.
7, right? But not every character has the same amount of Ki Blasts that they shoot while dashing or while ascending. So while dashing, let's see how many Goku has. He's got 9, right? And also while dashing, if you press triangle only once, he shoots 3 Ki Blasts from one single Ki Blast input. So what you need to familiarize yourself with is which characters have how many Ki Blasts from neutral, how many they have in total from whole block by the way. Yeah, just whole block. How many they have from dashing, and also how many they have from ascending, which is also
Okay.
3. And here's another thing that I need to teach you. So in neutral, charge Ki Blasts also have 3 different ones. So in neutral, Goku End base's charge Ki Blast is a regular one. While he's dashing, it's also a regular one. But while ascending, it's a Destructo Disc.
Okay.
And keep in mind, of course, if you remember Destructo Disc, it is unblockable. It doesn't do a lot of damage. And that missed. You can see it's got
And
like
that's
terrible accuracy.
you just holding the input but the blast input.
No, for this one, I'm holding. If you want to try it yourself, you can. All you have to do is hold ascend, which is R1, and then hold triangle. There
Oh,
you
okay.
go.
Got you.
And it's got terrible accuracy. So the only way I would recommend that you use this is if you're fighting a tall character like Birder or Super 13 or Final Form Cooler. But keep in mind, if you do use this on those characters, you are going to make them fall. So if you're going to follow it up with anything, I would recommend you follow it up with a giant throw, which is forward and triangle in close quarters. But there's a very high chance that your opponent will recover anyway. So it's really up to you. It's a risk because you are getting an unblockable attack. And I think it is, what was it, 1,220? Hold on. Oh, I need to hit you with this just to see really quick. 1,300 damage is actually not bad. But considering that it's very slow and not accurate at all, it's really up to you what you want to do with it. If you want, I can experiment with it later and see if I can find some setups for you with it.
Absolutely.
Alright, so back to combos. Switch out your Goku, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, to anyone you want. Um,
I'll switch
should I use Kid Buu for this? Actually, I think now is a good time to show you combos and blocking at the same time. So just hold block. You are familiar with the fact that Tenkaichi 3 you can block up and down even while even while being hit. So I'm gonna do is flying kick. I want you to block that. All you have to do is hold up once it hits you. There you go. And another thing to keep in mind is that when you're blocking, if your opponent happens to go for a low attack while you're blocking up, it can still hit you. So hold blocking up. You see how that still hits you?
Yeah.
So a common thing that
Wow.
I would consider a basic aspect of this game is knowing which characters have, or knowing what kind of moves that your characters have. So for example, if you're fighting Goku or you're fighting Kid Buu or you're fighting Teen Gohan, you want to make sure that you memorize what your character has so that way you can combat them. Because if you're blocking me in neutral, block neutral, just hold block. If you're blocking neutral and I decide to attack you, and for example, I don't actually have. If I decide to go for flying kick, right? If excuse me, sorry. If I go for flying kick, you instinctively would go for blocking up, right?
Yeah.
But if I go for that, if I go for flying kick, so block up when I do that,
Got you.
I can mix it up and go for ground slash. So what you want to do actually here is if I'm going for flying kick, you want to stay on neutral instead of instead of holding up, because if I'm on my fourth punch, you know that flying kick can come out and you won't take a whole lot of damage for that. It's better sometimes to take the risk of just going back to neutral, but if you do decide to block flying kick, you can also try and Z counter the first hit. So that's where let me see what's a good way to show this off. Let's get away from the wall first. If I decide to do, let me do this really quickly. Hold block. Yeah, just keep holding block. So at this point in the combo, if you've decided to go back to blocking neutral, you would probably want to try and Z counter this, and the reason for that is because flying kicks can only be Z countered on the first hit. So if you keep in mind here that flying kick hits you 3 times, the second and third hit cannot be Z countered, but they can still be blocked. So if you happen to go back, let's see if we can test this really quick. So if I hit you with flying kick, what you could do is I'm gonna hit you with flying kick. Let the first one hit you, and then try to block it. Okay? Yeah, come over here first. Let's get away from the wall. I'll face the other direction.
Got you. So, am I letting you hit me, and then when the flying kick comes, try
No,
to
no,
block
no,
it?
no. So you can block. When flying kick hits you, then start holding block.
Okay.
Blocking up. Yep. There you go. See? So one did manage to hit you. So if you decide to go back to neutral or stay in neutral in order to block against ground slash, just in case a Goku user goes for that, you still have the opportunity to block flying kick. Now the only time it will matter to block flying kick in this kind of situation is if you're on like literally one sliver of health. But the times that will actually happen where your opponent will start attacking you is very remote. The only reason why I'm telling you that is because I believe in being prepared for any kind of scenario, not just the
Absolutely.
common ones.
Absolutely.
Alright, so I will now switch to Kid Buu. Kid Buu is, I think, also a standard momentum character. I don't think if I build up enough momentum, flying... Yeah, Ki Cannon you can still combo into, so you don't have to worry about him. So now, I guess we can go into the basics of movement first, and then we'll teach you more about combos. So, the first thing I'm going to teach you is something called dash boosting. Have you heard of it or no?
Dash boosting. No, I don't think so.
Okay, so dash boosting is when you dash from side to side by canceling your dashes. It
Okay.
pretty much
I'm
increases
familiar
your
with that
dashing
with
speed.
that movement
Yeah.
a little bit. So it's kind of is it?
Nope, there's no ascending or descending involved. So what you want to do is once you get to this point here, you want to hold X and your right direction or whatever other direction you choose to, but I think it should be like left, right, or back. And if you do it properly, you'll keep dashing and you'll increase your movement speed. Yeah, there you go, you got it. It's a very simple thing, and the best way to show you this is I will dash from here. I want you to just dash right behind me, okay? So you see we're going at approximately the same speed, right? So now, if I do that from here, and then you start trying to chase me, hold on. Better
Okay.
way to do this is if I do it from here. You see how
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
pulling
you're
away from
moving
you?
faster. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so dash
Uh,
boosting is a good way to use Kid Buu, and the reason for that is because use Mystic Combination on me.
what is that?
That is L2 up triangle.
Too far.
Yep, and now if I do it with dash boosting, let me get about here. Yeah, and then use it. We have to be away from the wall. 1 second. Yeah, charge up your key a bit more. Okay, now use it. Yeah, you see how much faster I'm still going, right? You literally cannot catch me with that. And another thing is that if I'm dragon dashing away from you, or actually, no, wait, there's a better way for me to do this. You know how to dragon dash, right? L2 plus your X button? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to do dash boosting. Now all you have to, hold on. Yeah, now all you have to do is just hold L2 and X. Just press L2 and X. Without a directional input. But you have to charge up your key again. Yeah, charge up your key again.
Oh, okay, got you. So you're still in the dragon boost right now?
I'm still dash boosting, that is correct.
Dash boosting, got you.
You see how long it takes you to catch me, right? Now, the reason why this works is because you're a naturally fast character, but if you were using... switch back to Goku End. And now do a Dragon Dash. Now, if you try to attack me, it probably won't work because I'm still outrunning you. I probably should have chosen a bigger stage. Yeah, see, I might have had to choose a bigger stage, but generally with Kid Buu, Perfect Cell, and Zongia just off the top of my head, if you were to try to catch me with any slow character like Goku End, for example, it would not work because you're just too slow. I think I probably should have picked like a space stage or something, or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I don't use dash boosting a whole lot, but anyway, other than that, what else can I show you for basic movement? I guess one basic thing I could show you is something that you can use at the top of the ceiling. So, sorry, top of the stage. So when you're at the top of the stage, if you happen to use heavy finish, you can use this to instantly get behind your opponent rather than just sidestepping or punching and doing a rush vanish. Because this will easily get you to the back of your opponent, and then you can just do a sending key blast. Excuse me.
I see. Cause yeah, that was one of the issues I was having when I was playing a little net play. A lot of the players, they take your back really good. Like I don't know if it's because of experience, but that's something they're really good at is flanking.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we will restart this match so your Goku can come back out fresh. And then we will go back to starting to form combos. And now I will change to another stage. Let's do Muscle Tower. Since it's summer in real life, let's go to a wintry stage.
Absolutely, it's been really hot. Really hot.
Alright, so, now with Goku End, since he's a low momentum character, you don't have to worry too much about Ki Cannon pushing the opponent back too far. So what I want you to do is a basic combo. We're going to do second string into Ki Cannon to flying kick and then heavy finish.
He said sorry, repeat that one for one more
time. Ki Cannon to flying kick to heavy finish. So it'll look like this. So it'll look like that.
So that's flying kick. So
yeah, don't worry. And remember, we are playing on buffer 6, so you will have to compensate for you know, the input delay.
So he said heavy finish, flying kick, Ki Cannon.
There you go, and then you have to do the step in again to do the second combo. Try to hit your buttons faster so that you don't end up doing the body strike by accident.
Sorry, but alright, So I'm stepping in after the
After
five
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 X's,
places.
yep. 5 squares, yep.
Okay, so
If you want to make it easier for yourself, what you can do is you can just do it from the first string. The only thing is it's not going to combo, that's all.
I'll push you back.
Yeah, no worries.
I keep holding it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Just tap it.
I'm messing up. So is it because Goku's kind of weird? Because when I'm doing it, it's like he's in the like when I press square, he does that.
Yeah, it's because you have to press the buttons faster, right? So what you want to do is
Okay,
you want to make
okay.
sure that you don't accidentally hold it, that's all.
That's what I'm doing. Okay.
That's okay. There you go.
Okay, got
Now you can
got
try doing that from the second combo string in the air.
All right. Second combo string. So after step in,
Yep.
do ki cannon,
Yep.
flying kick, and heavy finish.
You
Gotcha.
got it.
Um, uh,
Okay, so what you needed to do there is you needed to start punching a bit faster because you saw that you went back to your first string. Did you see that?
um, yeah. When I caught myself doing it a little slow, so then I
Yeah.
reset it. Yeah.
Yeah, so like this is how Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan's second string looks like, and this is how his first string looks like. So if I had done this, and I ended up going back to first string, which is what you did. So it's not a bad thing, but what you want to do is focus on doing the second one. You can try again. So remember, 5 squares, step in, attack. There you go. Yep, there you go. Now what I want you to do actually is you want to go for heavy finish on your fourth punch. And once you've done that a couple of times, then I will show you a little neat trick that some characters have called a rush reset combo.
Okay. Okay. So basically, like infinite combo. Well, not infinite, but just with
Not
the
infinite.
maximum.
It doesn't drop the combo counter, but it does reset your string. So that's why it's
Okay,
handy.
so you can keep going.
Yeah.
Got you. All right.
You got the right combo, but you need after you do the Ki cannon, you want to punch me 4 times and then do heavy finish. Because remember, you have heavy
Four
finish on your
times.
first
Okay.
punch and on your fourth punch.
Okay, that's what it is. Got
Yeah,
you.
let me just turn around here.
I messed up. So heavy ki cannon, flying kick, then the heavy. Am I doing heavy finish first
It
or?
technically doesn't matter which order you do it in. I'm just making you do it this way so you familiarize yourself with how Goku feels, and then we can work on doing some other combos after that. Because this is like the most basic combo I can think of for him.
Got you.
Since you're new to the game, this is what I want you to work on first.
On the fourth punch. Okay.
Yep. Almost.
That was three.
I think an easier way for you to do this would be to have you see what Goku End's fourth punch actually looks like. So what I will do is I'll switch back to mine really quick. Hold block. I don't think that's gonna actually let go of block. So this animation right here is his fourth punch animation, and that's where you would do the heavy finish, right there. Here, if you want an easier way to do it, you can do a body strike, which is a level 1 charge like this, and then just press square 4 times, and then do triangle.
It says so a level 1 body straight.
Yeah, so it'll look like this.
Okay.
You just charge it up slightly. There you go.
Oh, that's his.
Yeah, because what you do is, this is how you end up doing a fully charged smash, and there are two levels of this. This is the level 1. That's the level 2, and then of course if you do level 3, I would consider is perfect smash, and then of course there's a max charge where you hold it up all the way.
Okay.
Let's turn around, and then you can try it again. So what you want to do is you want to do a body strike, yeah, like that.
Okay. So.
And this automatically puts you into your second string, assuming that you do press square at the right time. So once that lands, just keep pressing square. There you go.
Okay.
That puts you into the second string, and then you just need to do it 4 times to get to your heavy finish.
Holding it too long.
Yeah, remember we're playing on buffer 6, so we have a little bit of input delay. So just hold square for a moment, and then let it go, and you'll get used to it. There you go. Nice.
Got you. Okay.
There you go. Try it again. And instead of just doing forward, I want you to also try doing left, right, up, down, any other direction, so that way you get your muscle memory accustomed to doing different directions. There you go. Do it again. Excellent. Okay, do it again. Hey, you got a perfect smash at least. There you go. At least you got the 4th punch on the first string.
Yeah, I couldn't sometimes it's kind of like hard to understand like game terminology a little bit. That's what I'm really getting into as well. Terminology and move stuff.
I mean, to make it easier for you, I could tell you to like punch X number of times and then press triangle. But if you're wanting to get into competitive, then it would be healthy for you to actually memorize this.
Yeah, most definitely. No, keep saying the names though. Most definitely, like heavy finish, because that'll once I understand what heavy finish is, I'll be able to. Okay, that's his moveset. This is how you tie him together.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, we will refresh one more time, at least for now. And I will now teach you how to do the rush reset combo. And the only reason we're doing... Technically, it's an advanced thing, but the only reason I'm teaching you about this now is because you have several characters that can do it, and I don't consider it that difficult. I know some people are probably going to roast me in the comments saying it's not hard for you because you're a pro at this, but no, it's definitely not as hard as you think it is. Okay, so what the rush reset combo is basically it's a rush reset that's available only from your second combo string. And I think the reason why that is probably because you do most of the damage in your second combo string, and some of the animations in your second combo string are also faster than your first combo string. So I think Goku End can do it from any of his punches, but of course you want to go for the one that brings you the most damage. In this case, it's his 4th punch. And by the way, are you aware that you do more damage on the back than you do on the front?
Yeah, 50%. Is it 50 plus 50 multiplier or something like that?
I actually don't remember the multiplier, but this is how much damage you do on the back. I mean on the front, and this is how much on the back.
Okay, yeah. Got you.
So what you want to do is you want to go for... Stop on the 4th punch, and then wait for your character to return to neutral. I'll see if I can pause it at the right time. So once Goku returns to his neutral state, which is just his floating stance, you want to start punching again the moment that happens, and if you do it properly, you'll go back to your first string and the combo counter will not drop. If you don't get it on your first couple of tries, don't worry, because again, besides being new, this is obviously the first time that you're playing online, or am I wrong?
Like I said, I've been playing NetPlay a couple times. I had a couple battles with a couple people in Discord.
Okay.
A week, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just started playing NetPlay about a week ago.
Okay, cool. So all you have to do, it's up to you if you want to do it from a body strike or not. Probably would be easier if you did. So what you want to do is you want to aim for doing the heavy finish, but don't actually do it. This will get you to the fourth punch, and then you can do the rush reset like that.
Oh, okay, I see, I see.
Almost. Just got to be a little faster.
Gotcha.
A little faster.
Okay.
A little faster. You almost had it. Too early. Still too early. Now you gotta aim for like straight down the middle. Hey, there you go. You got it. Perfect. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, try it again if you want. I do have a video on all the RRCs, so I can send that to you after we're done, and you can study them because I did cover Goku and I did cover every other character that I had at the time for the NTSC version before I moved on to the PAL version. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Let's see. What else can I cover for you in basics? So you already know how to do the air combo, right?
That's what we were just doing, correct?
That is this.
Oh yeah, got you. I just did a QI cannon.
There you go. Nice. So the reason why I wanted to teach you about that is because you don't necessarily have to finish the combo. If you do it properly, you can actually, you know, flank around the enemy. But we'll cover that later. I just figured I'd let you know about that, and we can touch upon it afterwards.
That's like a competitive move right there.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. I was thinking of something. Well, I guess I can teach you about ascending ki blasts. So, you know how to do ascending ki blasts?
Is it where you jump and then like a certain amount of ki velocities come out?
Yeah, so it's while you're ascending, basically.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I taught you in the first.
While you're ascending.
Well, there you go. While you're ascending. Yep, there you go. So, like I told you earlier, every character has a different amount of ki blasts that they can shoot while ascending. The reason why I wanted to teach you this is because there's something in this game called a ki blast cancel, not similar to Raging Blast, but let's see what's a good way to do this. So you see, if I shoot a ki blast at you and I start punching like this, you can see I can't get that to connect, right? But if I use the ki blast cancel, you see how I managed to make that 8 hits?
Yeah, like you basically, it kind of like cancels the pause it gives you.
Yes, you cancel out of the ki blast animation. It allows you to attack faster. This is very useful for slower characters, and it's very simple to do this. All you have to do is, let's see if I can do it at the right time. Ki blast, and then you have to hold R2. And if you do it at the right time, let go of it pretty quickly, then you can start attacking again. Now this is
after the ki blast R2 at the perfect time.
Yep. So you want to do triangle. So what you want to do is just do triangle and start punching me. And you can see how slow that was, right? Like you can't get it to connect.
Yeah, okay.
But if you do triangle and then hold R2 for a brief moment and then let go of it and then start attacking me again, you can actually get your first punch to combo. So best way for you to test this is just do 5 squares on me. So that's 5 hits, right? If you manage to do this properly, you'll end up at 6 hits.
Because it'll count the ki blast.
That is correct.
Okay.
This is technically an advanced thing. I'm just trying to like recollect all the other basic things that I think would be necessary to teach you. So I'm keeping in mind that you said that you're new, so I'm trying to cover all the bases while keeping in mind that you're also going for a competitive mentality. Yeah, try it again. It does work with a charged ki blast, but right now we want to just do like a regular ki blast. So triangle, R2, and then start punching. Hey, there you go. You got it. Nice. Okay, so another thing I'm gonna teach you for basic stuff is whenever you've knocked your opponent away with a level 2 smash like this, if you happen to hold forward on your left stick, you will do a recovery roll and automatically dash back towards your opponent. So what I'm gonna and there, it comes at a cost. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a level 2 punch on you. All you need to do is hold forward, okay?
Is it a timing thing
No, you
when
just
you
hold
hit the
forward.
ground?
You just hold
Okay.
forward, or you could do it on me and I'll hold forward. Oh right, okay, I'm being dumb. You have to hold forward and then X. Do it to me again. Or is it with circle? I think I'm just being dumb. I can't remember. Hold on a second. Or actually, mm, do an air combo on me and then do the air combo ender. There we go. Okay, yeah, I was just being dumb. Sorry, I have lack of sleep. Okay,
Well,
so
yeah.
that was the recovery roll. It only happens when you've been sent into like a rush ender kind of animation. So what I can do really quickly is show that to you. So I think it's no, not with that. I don't want to do it with this character. Let me switch to Trunks. If I do it with flying kick, let me see something. Nope. Okay, well we'll go with the air combo ender for now. Switch your characters.
I keep doing that.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an air combo ender on you. All you need to do is hold forward.
Okay.
Look at
Gotcha.
your key gauges.
It took two,
Took two. So
basically.
there are some characters in the game where if you do a recovery dash, you'll end up taking more than one key gauge. So you have to keep in mind whenever you're going into knockback, for example, even with an explosive wave. I'm not going to teach you about explosive wave punishes at the moment, but in order to punish an explosive wave, you do have to do a recovery roll, and it costs one key gauge. Now, if you don't even have a full key gauge, it's still going to take whatever key that you have in order to do it, if I recall correctly. So when you're getting into when you get into a recovery roll like this, just keep in mind: do you want to recover and go into neutral, or do you actually want to do a recovery dash? Because again, every character has a different amount of key that they have at cost of recovering. And I think mostly small characters are the ones that have two key gauges. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. Alternatively, if you go into the rush ender, what you can do is you can just hold. I'm going to put you into the recovery thing again after the air combo ender. What you're going to do here is you're just going to hold back on your left stick and press circle. So you see how that managed to put you into block, right? I'm
Yeah,
going to
it
do
was
this
cool.
again, and all I need you to do is just hold back on your left stick. Don't press anything, just hold
Just
down on
hold
your left
back.
stick. Now you see how you just did a plain recovery roll, right?
Yeah, I
The
see that.
Yeah, the guard that I taught you a moment ago cancels that. So if you happen to press guard, you can instantly get out of there in case the opponent decides to follow it up with something. So I'm going to do this to you again. All you have to do is recover again by holding down, press circle, and then let go of circle and press X in any direction that you want, okay? See how much faster that is? You can actually get out of there.
Okay, and that doesn't take or require a dash, right?
It does not
I
require any
mean,
key.
two keys. That's what I meant.
So
Got you, got you.
when you're using a character like Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan or Chiaotzu or Kid Gohan or Pan, you want to keep in mind that if you get into don't press anything. I'm just going to show you really quick. If you get sent into this animation of being thrown away or whatever, not like a full throw like being smashed, but just like a rush enter type of animation,
Mhm.
this animation Generally, you have two options. It would usually be better if you decided to go all the way down to the ground to create some space for your space between you and your opponent. Because if they're using a character like Base Trunks, like I am, for example, I can still follow this up with a target rush. And if you're in the falling animation, it will not hit you. Alternatively, if you decide to recover, you don't actually have to do a recovery dash. You can just hold down on your left stick and then press circle and hold it there. And depending on what your opponent does after that, you can either let go of block and get out of there, or you can like start shooting key blasts. So,
And
yeah.
sorry to cut you off. A target rush is an ultimate or a super?
A target rush is a rush blast 2 or an ultimate blast attack that tracks. I'll show you really quick. You see how it homes in on you?
Yeah. So it basically tracks you.
Yes. So, for example, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's Spirit Breaking Cannon is not tracking. I could hold it any direction that I want to, and it won't actually do anything. So, just press X and keep dashing. Just keep dashing. Just hold it. You see how you still kept moving and I didn't track you, right? Yeah, so that's what I wanted to point out to you. So whenever you're in that animation, and it also applies to this one, by the way, it's called the Heavy Crush. Oh wait, Vegeta does not have Heavy Crush. Okay, I did not know that. Today I learned. You don't have Heavy Crush either! Which characters have Heavy Crush? Oh my god. Oh, Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan should have it. Okay, so what I want you to do is do Heavy Finish, which is square triangle, and then do triangle, triangle, square.
Okay.
Wait, Super Saiyan 2 Teen... Yeah, I think he does have it. There you go. Yeah, keep doing it. Keep doing it. So triangle, 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 square. There you go. So this animation is the equivalent of the same one that you get done from the air combo Ender. Ender as in... You finish the air combo square string. You don't actually do the finisher by pressing triangle. So that's what I want you to associate this animation with, because this is the recovery animation that will give you either you'll be either forced to recover into neutral, or if you do choose to do a recovery dash, you will have to consume ki in order to do that. So you get this from Heavy Crush, from I think what else is there? There's another one that I'm forgetting. Well, Heavy Crush, the air combo Ender, and there's something else. Let me see if I have it really quick. Heavy Finish, Blaster Wave, none of these have it. Oh, also, if I smash you onto the ground and you try to recover, or actually smash me down onto the ground, just hold down and triangle. Fully. That also consumes a ki gauge. So if you happen to hit the ground and you don't have any ki, you will not be able to do that. You will have to take the full hit. Yeah. So what I'll do really quick is I'll demonstrate it for you by just consuming my ki really quick. Okay, now hit me down onto the ground. Fully. Let's come up here first. Let's consume my ki. You see I couldn't recover there?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so if your opponent does not have any ki, then you actually do want to pursue them and keep the pressure on. This is for your competitive mentality, by the way.
Not even by holding down and block, you won't be able to recover?
Nope.
Okay.
Because in order to do that, you need ki in order to recover. So if I were to just hold forward, so smash me down again.
Oh my god.
That's just from holding forward. I didn't press anything else except forward. You do an automatic recovery dragon dash. Now you can cancel this, but the reason why I'm showing you this is because it does consume a ki gauge, and without that ki, your opponent cannot recover, and neither can you. So that's where you want to start getting to play a bit more smarter. So in competitive, you will have virtually no chance to actually like sit there and charge ki, because your opponent's not going to let you do that, not unless both of you feel the need to do it. So that's what you want to try and start like creating combos to make an opening. Make sure you get your opponent away from you so they can keep charging up ki. And the only reason why you want to focus on doing that is if your defense isn't good enough yet. So once your defense improves, you won't have to worry too much about this. Alternatively, If you're low on ki, let me just expend some more ki here. You will do something called a guard crush if you manage to hit your opponent with a fully charged smash. Let me just get this down here.
While they're blocking.
Yes, while they're blocking.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is, I'm gonna hold block. I just need you to do a fully charged smash in any direction except neutral, or do heavy finish. So once you've done this to your opponent, this is the only time that you're going to get it done. But the reason why I wanted to touch base on the guard crush is, if an opponent knows that they don't have any ki, they know that a guard crush is the worst possible thing that can happen to them. If you're in close quarters, you mainly want to focus on blocking the attacks that you know you can block, and the moment your opponent goes for a chargeable move, you want to let go of block. You want to take the hit, or you want to try and block vanish it.
Okay.
Otherwise, of course,
right
you
there,
risk
you
this.
can't move. You're basically stamina broke.
Yep. The only way to recover it is by pressing your recovery button and to recover the fatigue. It's similar to Budokai 3's fatigue system, where you had to rotate your analog stick. I don't know if you've played Budokai though.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so once you've done that, this is also technically an advanced mechanic, but I can't think of any other basic things to teach you except other like combos, but we can touch on that in a few minutes. What I want you to do is charge up your heavy finish, and I'm gonna try and block vanish it, okay?
Okay.
No, heavy finish, not a perfect smash.
Okay.
Yep, do it again. Like that. You see how I was able to block vanish it? Like, it looked like I didn't let go of block, right?
Yeah, you're still blocking in vanish.
Yeah, so if you happen to not have any ki and your opponent goes for a charged smash or even just an uncharged smash, you want to make sure that you can at least try and block vanish it, and the way you do that is by letting go of block the moment that the attack is about to come in and then pressing block again. If you want, we can test it right now, because I have heavy finish on my first punch. So all you need to do is hold block. I'm going to do heavy finish. All you have to do is the moment that this comes in or you see my character charging it, you want to let go of block and then instantly press block again. Perfect. Yeah, try it again. Nice. Nice. All right, now, it will be faster if I'm on peak momentum. Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
I said it just takes a lot of concentration.
Yeah, again, no worries. We're playing on buffer 6, right? So it's not like an offline connection, but the connection is very stable at least. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm not on peak momentum, but if you want, I can do that really quick.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to...
faster.
Yes, because while you're in max power mode, you're automatically at peak momentum, and once your blue key runs out, then your momentum starts gradually decreasing. And now is a good time I'll actually tell you about this, since I didn't tell you in the first like 5 or 10 minutes. But the only way you can build up momentum, by the way, is by doing just regular punches like this. You can hold block, by the way. I don't want your Gohan to die. Just by doing this. Rushing techniques like heavy finish, blaster wave, flying kick, etc. These do not contribute to momentum.
Oh, okay. So basically no rush technique?
No rushing technique. The only things that contribute to momentum is regular punching like this. Don't ask me why. It's just how the game works.
Not even ground slash?
None of these. Only punching works. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay in max power mode, and all I need you to do is try and block vanish heavy finish while I'm charging it, okay?
Okay.
There you go. Nice. Okay, so now what I want you to do is L2 up and circle. L2 up and circle. There you go. That puts you automatically into max power mode. Not every character has that, but it's good to it's actually a good thing that we got to this part, because Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan has one of the fastest max power mode accessible blast ones in the game. In case you're wondering what that means, these are all your blast ones. Explosive Wave, Wild Sense. The first two on any character's skill list are the blast ones. And usually they all require 3 blast stocks. Before we continue, we are past the 1 hour mark. I can give you 5 more minutes if you want to, but if you want another hour, that's going to be another 10.
Yeah, most definitely. Understandable. I gotta wake my people too. I'm coming on the hour.
Okay, we can still do 5 more minutes if you want.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, because I'd definitely rather finish this with you first. So again, the reason why I wanted you to do that is just so when you're in max power mode, you cannot be guard crushed, by the way.
Okay, yeah. So in max power mode, if I'm holding circle, you can't.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of being an android because androids cannot be guard crushed.
Okay.
Okay, so again, back to we're still doing the block vanishing on heavy finish while I'm on peak momentum. And what I want you to do, by the way, is try to vanish to the left or the right. If you vanish just without any directional input, I'm pretty sure you just go backwards. I don't want you to go backwards. I want you to focus on left or right, okay?
Okay, I see.
Yeah, don't worry. Oh, another thing to touch upon is that if you've been hit by an uncharged rushing technique, again, by the way, these are all called rushing techniques, heavy finish, blaster wave, etc. If you're hit by any of those uncharged, you don't have to mash a lot in order to recover from fatigue. But if you're hit by a fully charged rushing technique like heavy finish or ground slash, you do have to mash a lot more in order to recover from it. The only times that you
smashing all buttons or just one?
Just one. Okay. At least as far as I know, because when you get smashed away, you can actually use all 4 command buttons to recover, meaning X, square, triangle, and circle. But when you're in close quarters and you've been hit by ground slash or heavy finish, etc., you only have to use 1 button. So when you've been hit by a fully charged one, you have to recover a lot faster, meaning you have to mash a lot more. The only time it will be the easiest is when you're on your first bar of health and your second bar of health. Once you've lost your first 2 bars of health, the amount of mashing you need to do increases in order to recover from fatigue. So I just wanted to let you know about that really quick.
For sure.
You can charge up your key, so you can get into max power mode again, and then we will try this again. And I did that on purpose, so you know how there's usually a max power mode shockwave that blows the opponent away once you've actually powered up to max power mode?
Yeah.
I used the step in to evade it just now.
Oh, so that... Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay.
Yeah, so you could use the step in to evade the max power mode shockwave. Just keep in mind you still cannot actually attack the enemy when it happens.
Okay.
Let me just get into max power mode really quick. Okay. Nice. Good. Perfect. Marvelous. Oh, you missed it. I was gonna say excellent.
Okay.
I'll do it a couple more times because you still have 3 blast stocks. Yeah, go ahead. If you want to try it really quick yourself, what I'm going to do is I'll also go max power mode. What all you have to do is press X and then circle.
X and then circle.
Yep.
And what is that?
X, well, for Trunk, it'll be the sway.
Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, Teen Gohan is the only character in the game that has a unique sway. Yeah, that's a unique one. Ready? Yeah, so don't hold block. Don't hold block. What you want to do is you want to hold. I don't have it because Trunks's sway is actually a counter. But when I go max power mode, what I want you to do is I want you to do that. So ready?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, you mistimed it, but don't worry. Anyway, you can go max power mode again really quick. All right, ready? Good. Wait, Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan has hyper armor? Go max power mode again? I'd never fight this character in max power mode. Let go of block. Wow, you
Oh,
do.
so
I
I'm
didn't even
Broly.
know that until now. That's actually really funny. Okay, well, your
So
Teen
he has
Gohan's about
body
to
armor
die, so
basically.
what's up?
Yeah. He basically has body armor like Broly.
Yeah, but probably only a little bit. Like, you're probably still susceptible to characters like Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who are like on Great Ape or Super Saiyan 3 tier level of power. So, okay,
Gotcha,
I will
gotcha.
stop recording this in a moment since you also have some stuff to do. Is
Definitely.
there anything else you want to touch upon before we stop for the day?
Um, nah, basically, I just know you got a good sense with the characters, like how all of them talked about momentum and everything. So it'll be like a good base to kind of gravitate on characters that I will want to play with, learn their momentum, learn their character type. Like it's a lot with this game, and I'm just glad to be trained by you. You know. But
Absolutely. What I think we'll do is um, I have my weekend free as far as I'm aware, except for tomorrow since I want to do a stream. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some time aside just to make sure I've covered all the relevant fundamentals for you. If there's anything that I feel I've missed, I will make a video for you and it will be free of charge. I won't charge you for it, so don't worry.
appreciate it. Appreciate it.